What's up, YouTube? Back with more American Truck Simulator. I just had so much fun with that last run, I had to do more. And I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this as much as me. This is fantastic. We're in another Peterbilt here. I'm not sure what the truck's called. I'm sorry, don't judge me on that. I know Kenworths. I don't know Peterbilts all that much. So it looks like we're driving Plaster and Sons, and we're in Eli, sorry. And we're going to be making our trip to Jackpot, Nevada, which is the very tip of the state. It's like right by... It's at the tip of the state. So, we are taking Gypsum? I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's 34,500 pounds. It's lighter than the one that we just took to... wherever we took that. Eli? Elko? Sound right? No, Eli. We took it to Eli. So, we're going to be taking it to Sell Goods, located in Jackpot. We have until Tuesday, 9:28 a.m. and Tuesday, 4:08 p.m. To make the delivery. So we got plenty of time. It's going to be... How long of a trip are they calling? It's about a 5-hour, 38 minutes. So that's about as long as that last one was. Granted, I make no detours. So we're going to get started. We're going to power up this truck. I have never driven this truck before. This is the first time. So I like the double window. Look at that. That's kind of cool. You got one on top to see who's behind you, and then you got this blind spot window here. That's kind of cool. Nice sleeper too. All right. So let's get this started. So pull out here. Like I said, we're in Eli. I knew I wouldn't have anything to talk about. That's alright. We'll figure something out. Well, that's one thing in the game. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they did it. It's cool, but it's weird. There's a lot of classic cars everywhere. What time is it? Oh, this is gonna be a night shift. There's a bunch of classic cars. There's not that many classic cars driving down the roads randomly. At least where I live. There might be out in Nevada and California. But there definitely isn't that many where I live, so it's kind of weird seeing them all, but it's cool. It's cool because they're really well modeled and they just look really neat. And there's quite a few Crown Vics. There's one sitting right over there, and then there's that Jeep right there. I'm pretty sure was an ETS also. Now this is confusing. There's a stop sign and a stoplight. I always go off the stoplight. That's what all the AI seems to do. I don't really. As a matter of fact, let's just get rid of that. Oh, I missed it. Sweet. I thought I was going to take out that stop sign. I was going to say, matter of fact, just get rid of the stop sign altogether. See how, like, that car right there, as you can kind of see, the anti-aliasing is eating a big one right now. So it's a 30-mile-an-hour zone. We're within city limits. It's normal. It's between 30 to 35 usually in the city limits. Except there's one city I think that's like 40, but that's the only one I've seen. Here's a classic truck. But that's the only one I've seen so far. So, usually it's about 30. So if I see, like, a sign coming up that says city limits, I usually try to break down a little bit to the normal speed. So, if I can, I'm going to actually try to go through this and show you that you won't get a ticket for making a right on red. And that's not going to happen because the traffic's backed up, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. Look at all these cars. These nice classic cars. There we go. Now you gotta watch, it's kind of buggy a little bit. Sometimes the cars like get out in the intersection and they take possession of the intersection, which is fine. That's what they do in real life too. But then sometimes the car directly behind them, whether they're stopped for the light, like whether they're stopped behind the stop bar or not, they will go. And I will try to find it. I have footage somewhere. I was going through, it was a green light for me and a red light for the cop. The cop was going to make a right on red, and he just floored it right into the side of my truck. And I didn't get a ticket for it, which I was really surprised. Being a game, I figured it would just be like, oh, you crashed into something. But it actually recognized that the cop hit me, and I didn't get a ticket for it. It was nice. So we're going to have to merge here. Looks like we're going to be on a 2-lane going out of the city. This thing's going to let me. So to say thank you, flip off the lights, flip them back on. That's what I I'm pretty nice and courteous to semi-drivers, especially now that I've played this and I see the stuff they got to go through. I'm a little more courteous to them when I see them. You know, I try to help them out a little more. And I mean, like, let's say I'm driving down the highway and he's coming up on my tail because he's going, I might be going 55, he might be going 60. Instead of making him have to get over and check and be, you know, nervous that there's cars beside him or whatever, I just get over and I let him get by, you know. That's only on a 4-lane highway. I don't just pull over randomly. I can't tell if those are illuminated or not. I don't think they are. Well, it's not scripted because I just made it through. I just get unlucky usually when I go through there. It's starting to get dark now. Yeah, it's 8:12. It's going to start getting dark. So, I tried to find one to Las Vegas. I promised you guys I am going to Las Vegas. I will figure it out. And I'm almost to the point where I might drive there, just, you know, bobtail my way there, which if you guys don't know what that means, it's just drive without a trailer. I don't know. I would like to do that just to see the city, but then again, I kind of want to get there legitly. You know, I actually want to go there and take a trailer and get paid to go there, because then I can kind of enjoy the city, and I have GPS taking me on a nice little tour to the warehouse, you know. So I might just wait until I get a run there to see it. Have I been to the coast in real life? I have been to the East Coast. I have not been to the West Coast. I have not been to the Pacific Ocean. I would love to go there and check it out sometime. I guess they got bigger waves over there than we do, and I don't know if it's clearer water or not. I've heard some people say it is, some people say it isn't. Some people say it's mucky and gross, and some people say it's great. But we have our ups and downs about the East Coast. Some of our water is, wow, that's such a bad turn. Some of our water, you know, ocean water is like, for instance, we got Myrtle Beach. You know, I'll go there every once in a while for vacations, and it's like, their water is, it's alright. It's kind of like a happy medium. It's really salty, but it's like I said, it's a happy medium. It's not bad enough where it's gonna like cause you to gag and like choke up on it, but it's not great where it's like fresh water, you know. I personally would like to go down to Florida. There's that raptor again. I see him every time I come through here. I'm assuming that has something to do with Nellis Air Force Base being out this way, being located down in Las Vegas, Nevada. So yeah, you know, I'd like to go to Florida because I know that they got some water you can see there. It's like crystal clear, but it's supposed to be super salty at the same time. I don't know if that's why it's clear. You know, maybe the salt destroys the bacteria or keeps the water clean. I know they say if you have like fish like home in a fish tank, they say saltwater fish is easier to keep clean because the salt does a lot of the work for you. I don't know. I'm not a biologist. Or an environmentalist. What would that be? Who studies that? Biology? I think that's biology. Whatever. Marine biology. I am playing a truck simulator, not taking a class on biology. So, yeah, some of the other games I'm looking at playing, I would like to do, and I know I'm going to probably get a lot of backlash, but you know what? It needs more credit than it gets, and that's Roblox. I used to play that game as a kid, and I think that's where it came from. I'd probably play it now, even if I never played it then. I became really close to that game as a kid. I thought it was a blast. I was big in Legos. So when I found out they had that game, me and Alex, a.k.a. Kill, who is, we've been best friends since I moved here to this town. I started going to school together in 7th grade, I think, and we've been friends ever since. So I found out he found out for me that this game existed, and I knew it was a game we had to get. We had to get this game, so we got it, and it kind of looked like a kid's game, so I was a little nervous. I was like, well, I don't know, I might not like this. It's actually kind of fun, and there are a few games in there. I just played SCP, 087B, I believe it is, or no, Containment Breach. Not the real one, not the real game, the one for Roblox. And let me tell you, as like wussy as it sounds, that was actually kind of freaky. So whoever made that, like, thumbs up, because you did a great job on it. Like, the jump scares are just so perfect. The way that he behaves is really perfect. So I got my girlfriend addicted to it. You know, we started playing it, and the Tycoons are just a blast. I love the Tycoons. And so does she. I'm a big fan of, like, the first-person shooters in the game too, and just seeing where it was then and where it is now, there's a lot of coding that goes into it, and it's like crazy. Like, when I get in there and you actually have a menu for your game where it has options to control the graphics and credits and save and new game, and it's insane. Like, good on you. And yes, I know I was over revving the crap out of my truck. I wasn't paying attention. That's not a good thing when you're driving. So I'd like to do some Roblox, you know, maybe some Spotlight some really good games that people have made. Even maybe do some random games, or, like, you know, challenging, kind of irritating games. I have a canker sore inside my lip. It's like right inside my friggin' lip. And it hurts, because every time I talk, it rubs against my friggin' teeth. And it hurts. I hate those things. They're the worst thing ever. So, looks like we're kind of getting close. I think I'm starting to see the ring there on my map, on the bottom right. At the top, yeah, jackpot, I see it. Okay, so we're coming in. I'm gonna start slowing down, because that green sign right there is a city limit sign, so I'm gonna start to slow down on cruisers. 30. See, normally that's what it does. There's times where it doesn't. What is that? Oh, slow down. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that sign before. That's actually really neat. They do have those not where I live, but they have them. They do exist, where it says slow down for various reasons, and I'm not missing this turn. I'm sorry. Sorry I'm cutting you off. I'm not doing that again. I did that last episode, and I will not do that this episode. Even though I'm pretty sure it's better fixed. I could have, you know what? I could have just gone down one more street and made it right. That is called driving like a dick. Driving how I complain. Alright, so we're gonna left here. This city kind of reminds me of Sandy Shores. I have no clue why. It's too nice. Look, the houses are too nice. It's got edge. But it still reminds me of Sandy Shores. I have no clue what's going on. And I think that was actually Gloomy Cupid. We're going to be doing an episode here in a minute. I'm trying to read a text and drive. I shouldn't do that. I'm going to wait until I actually park. So we're going to make a left where we sell goods. Sell goods. Isn't that drop off? Is that what it's called? Or is that just what they do? I think that's what it's called. Sell goods. Stop signs. We got to stop for that stop sign. Those are everywhere in parking lots. They drive me nuts. I know why they're there, but they still drive me nuts. I could have ran that, but I'm playing legit. Like I said, every little nook and cranny. You gotta. I thought that trailer was in my spot for a minute. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do that? That's a big trailer, dude. So again, I have to pull in the exact same way. If you didn't watch the last episode, I mentioned that I have to do this the exact same way every time. Anytime I can pull in this way, I take advantage of it. Because you can peek out the window, and you just back up. I like the texture on this trailer. It's really nice. It actually reminds me of a lot of trailers that are nearby where I live. It does look really nice. And note that guard, so cars like don't go underneath the truck if they were to hit the trailer from the side. Those are really cool too. So back hat, right up, and ding, ding. There we are. All right, shut her down. So, Disconnect the trailer, and this is probably going to be a shorter episode. It didn't feel like it was very long. But I'm trying to do a one-run episode because the runs can get pretty lengthy. So there's going to be some where they're going to be split into 2 episodes. Check my emails. Brand new Kenworth. Drivers with own equipment needed and need... So that'll do it for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, that really helps me out. It shows me you really enjoy these videos. And yeah, like I said, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am because this is a fun game. So I will see you guys.